Okay, so this is my room here, 403. I'm going to give you a tour of the whole school. That's my little placement. This is where I hang my laundry. And I'm not going to take you through the whole school, because as you can see out the window here, up the hallway, the school's fucking huge. But on this side over here, this is the side I will take you through. So to the right of the track field. Okay, door number 2, this is the kitchen. See this? Yes, very nice. Door number 2. This is the kitchen. I got a water purifier here. And got a sink here with disgusting water. I haven't touched any of this stuff yet because I haven't purchased anything to cook yet. It's a microwave, I think. Yes. Looks like I have a broom and another. Okay, and let's look inside. Chairs. A disgusting thing here, I'll explain in just a second. Useless equipment. That's a guitar amplifier. Except that if you look at the end of this thing, I got an electric guitar. Wire's completely effed up. So let's take a look. Oh, you might call this cute. This is a small little ironing board, perhaps for a tie. Some charcoalish kind of stuff for keeping mosquitoes away. Trash bags. You guys will recall all this from the picture. Let's see, yep, got one of these. And a washing machine. A freezer, not to be confused with a microwave. I mean, a refrigerator, which I in fact did a second ago. And that's the fridge. Fridge goes on top, freezer on bottom. That's how I fucked up my milks. This is a new room that's going to be occupied today by a new foreigner that's coming in, a foreign instructor. This used to be my room before we couldn't get this door locked. Nifty. Nicer view. Different view of the outside. Very nice. Lamps, both of them work. In my room only one works and the plumbing sucks. I used to use the shower for a while instead of the one in my room because the plumbing still sucks. But the plumbing is workable. Just sucks. It takes forever to drain. Now we're going to go down the stairs. You see I'm on the 4th floor, and this here is my hallway. 3 rooms, as I said. Mine's all the way down to the last. So we're going to walk down. I'm going to show you the school. Here is the 3rd floor. Okay, this is where the other 2 instructors live, Ben and Dan. And of course they also have a middle kitchen. Ben first, Dan at the end. This is the 3rd floor. Get down to the 2nd floor. And I'm not really sure who lives on this floor, nor the floor above the 4th, my floor. I don't really see anybody ever come out. It's not very social around here other than me, Ben and Dan. And now we're going to take you out into the school. Today's a Saturday, so you're not going to see pretty much anybody. It's going to look like a ghost town. So if we look this way, dead end. A lot of mosquitoes around here, so I won't really stop and wait. And not just mosquitoes, but exotic insects. Okay, we continue. Let's get a backwards look at what our room looks like. See all the way at the end? Not the 1st door, but the 2nd is where we enter from my apartment complex. And if you look over here, this is where they have the 6th graders. Well, not just the 6th grade, you have the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 1st, I believe. And the 8th graders are much further down. On only one such day do I have 6th graders. I believe that's Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Wednesday. And if you recall, there are pictures of this on my blog. Okay, so you gotta look at the school here. If you look all the way at the very, very top floor, the very last floor, that's where the 6th grade's at. Crazy story, there were these kids, this little chubby boy, it was hilarious, carrying a stack of papers coming right around this way. And he was sweating, and I was like, dude, give me that. So I picked up his paper, and I helped them take it upstairs, and there was like an ant trail of them. There was like 6 or 7 of them, each carrying huge, huge papers, stacks of papers. Admittingly, it was kind of heavy, you know, for especially they're like 4th graders or 3rd graders. So we carried it all the way to the top, which they make them do, and put it into a classroom. It's routine, gives them good stamina, good physical exercise. Anyhow, as we move down, oh look, a phone right there. Anyway, see right here how it says Class 1, Grade 1? That's how it looks. So you have to know what grade you're at. This is all the class number they're at. It's how they taxonify this. Here again's my apartment. I'm not sure what this building is. I forgot. I was given a tour once when I first arrived, and I tell you, it's not very easy to retain a lot of this information. There's a lot thrown at you all at once. So if we look this way, not too sure what's over here on this side, but this building here is the cafeteria. This building here. All this area. This here, I have yet to buy a basketball, but it's like 50 RMB, of which I'm not willing to spend. I only got about like 200 RMB left that has to last me for about like 2 months. Okay, anyway, this is the back of the building we just saw. This is where I encountered the kids that I just explained to you a second ago. They were trailing this way into the hallway, and they were going to go up all those fleets of steps. Okay, so basketball courts. This is always a plus, but first need a basketball. And if we continue that way, we also have a tennis court. Fuck yeah, tennis court. I didn't even notice that till right now. Okay, here's more of the cafeteria. There's an area for just instructors. There's an area just for certain grade levels. Here we have iconic figures. He's a mathematician, this guy. Shelly made a comment about him the first day she gave me a tour. And he's like a mathematician, I believe, that had some influence on the subject of pi, 3.14 something 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 other. And of course it's kind of a challenge for a lot of the teachers to know as many decimals as you can that extend from pi, which is an infinite regressive number, so many believe. Okay, so this is where the teachers eat right here. This is the side of the cafeteria where the teachers eat. Not the first door, but the second is where we go inside, and I'll give you a brief look inside because I think nobody's there right now. Watch your steps. And that's a little bit what the inside of the cafeteria looks like. Bit of a tent. Yeah, you see that little box over there? That's where they serve you. Serve you the food. And then of course over there is where you sit down to eat. There we go, more of a look. More of a look, see? Can we see now? Probably not. Well, it's basically just, oh okay, here we go. Just tables. Very good. Basically just tables. Tables, and that's where the instructors eat. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Another entrance to the cafeteria building. Okay, here's where we have grades, I believe, 7 and 8. Yeah, 7 and 8. And I don't know if all of these windows are for 7 and 8. Maybe some of 6th grade too in some of these buildings, I'm not really sure. But as far as I'm concerned, this is where I have to walk to, oh, here's a nice hallway. Yeah. Here's where I have to walk to go to class pretty much every day, because majority of the week I am teaching the 8th grade, which is exactly this direction. I'm going to show you exactly where I walk. Okay, so here is this wonderful school. And I'm going to try to be very patient with the camera so you guys can see not too much shakiness or backlighting. Good. I think this is fair. You guys get a look at the architecture, the beautifulness the school is made up of. Look at all the landscaping. Yep. Okay. And the 8th grade's going to be on this side where I'm filming. Straight ahead, all that right there. Oh right, over here, this building is the teacher's lounge actually. This is where I took a picture in the cubicle. So to the teacher's lounge first. Marvel for a second. This is beautiful. Isn't that fantastic? Right. Back to the 8th grade. Firefighting Information Center. Here's something now I didn't know about. Yeah, so as I tour with you, I guess I'm learning about this too. There's a printing room in here also. I think it's on the first floor here, somewhere inside the this teacher's building. Anyhow, we're going back to the hallway. Alright, I think this is the female's restroom. I gotta show you what it looks like inside the male's restroom also. Anyhow, this is the, if I continue going that way, there's the track. If you recall from my room window, I'm showing you to the right of the track. Let's see. This doesn't have any grades posted. I don't know what door that is. Well, let's go to the second floor. Nice. Watch your step. Slippery floor. Okay, good enough. On the second floor. Ooh, here's the outside, the school gates, which we'll walk to in just a second. It looks like they're having some ceremony today. Interesting. What's this? This is not always here. Anyhow, continuing, here is where we have, I believe, the 7th and 8th grade. Grade 8, Class 8. We should go inside. That's what it looks like. Yep. Okay. Yep. Admire the beautiful architecture again. Good. And then, what's this? Class 7, grade 8. There you go, a little Santa Claus. That's nice. Teach them about Christmas. And the Panopticon occult. Make them think they're watching. Women's washing room is what it's called. For the restroom for the ladies. Here is Class 6, grade 8. And a list of their names. Chinese names, that is. They gave me a printout of this, the students. It's nice of them. Here's the teacher's office, I believe. More staircases. Class 5, grade 8. By the way, I think this was the room where I was learning Chinese with the students. Okay, let me take you into the men's washing room. First of all, take a look at that sign. It's an exit, I think. Okay, men's washing room. Just so you know, the smell in here, doable right now. During the actual class session, not so doable. Not doable at all. Okay, so check it. This is a sink. Oh wow, look at that. Aren't you surprised? Okay, yes, this. And we came here for cubicles to take a piss. Isn't this fascinating? These are the holes that we were talking about. So essentially you squat, put one like here, one like here, and you know what to do. There. So this is like the line where I guess there's no privacy between looking at each other's privates. Let's close the door. And we're gonna make our way to the entrance of the school now. Cool. Over there is the guard gate. They're watching me right now as I speak. So, can't look too touristy here. But this is the entrance of the school. And at the very front is where we leave the campus, or we enter. It's the guard gate. And here is a nice entrance shot of the school. Down that way is the path that leads back to my apartment. And here is where we have the whole city. The whole city looking right at us. Bit of a wonder, isn't it? It's beauty. It's Piaoliang. Mandarin, that means beautiful. And yeah, look at this place. Isn't it amazing? And okay, we are going to now head back to my room. Good. And a little bit of Chinese architecture over there. I'm not sure what that booth is that little shrine is all about. It looks like a shrine. Could be completely wrong about it. Tour of the school, at least to the right of the track field. And like I said, it's pretty fat. It's a big school. And if we look straight ahead into the distance, straight ahead, that's exactly where my apartment's at again. So we just come full circle around. You see what we did is we went this way, we went out, back, and here we are again. So that's basically the tour of the campus. This is David in China. Stay tuned.